All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Greetings and welcome back once again. If I could be heard, let me know. I'm all excited for a number of reasons, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you already know your family, everybody who comes through, you already done know. Welcome. My name is Imuna, and I'm excited because I'm entering into. You know how you get excited when the plane begins to land in the destination you want to go to? Yeah, that's what's going on. So I kind of like the way I did last week. It was a bit of a lighthearted conversation. I'm trying to be, on top of task. So I said, let me come in. I saw a lighthearted conversation about Dimitri. True Diamond said, I don't know who Dimitri is. I don't know who Dimitri is either. But we're going to listen to Dimitri's, we're going to listen to his, what do you call it, voice note, because Dimitri is an example of a Kevin Samuels of the manosphere who's giving all of this advice, all of this advice. You should do this, and this is you should do that, and this is how you get shorties, and that's how you get shorties. This is what I'm hearing, that he's a relationship guru, quote unquote. And so someone leaked his voice note to the public. So we're going to listen to the other side. We listen to how people tell you it should be, right? But the people who have experienced these gurus in one way or another have a different story to tell, right? And so that's what we're going to do. It's a little more lighthearted conversation. Like, subscribe, subscribe. What is it? Like, subscribe, and share. I think I'm going to try to get to 5,000 at first, and then we work our way to 10. I've been on YouTube for a minute. I'm just slacking right now. I'm slacking. So let's push up the numbers, get up out of the shadow banding territory, and have these type of conversations where it feels like home. We could disagree and we could still move forward and come to the next day and have meaningful dialogue and discourse. So if you like it already, you already know what to do. Without further ado, because it's 6 o'clock here on the Eastern Seaboard, let me go ahead and plug this in. Let's listen to Dimitri leaving a voice note. I tell you, these voice notes. Who remembers back in the day, and even present day, if somebody leaves a voicemail, you like them, or you have friends, next thing you know, you think you sending a voice note to one person, they playing it for all their friends, they getting roundtable discussions, and all your business is out in the street. So that's kind of what happened with Dimitri here. All of Dimitri's business is out in the street, and we're about to listen to it. Because when I first heard it, because the person who actually put it up, what did she name it? Bringing Dimitri out of the vault. That's the name of it. So let's go ahead and share this. And I was like, well, who's Dimitri? Let's listen. When you meet a high value man, that's kind of what caught my attention. It's funny that they're using this conversation. According to KS, he said he didn't come up with it. So this is a word and a concept and an ideology just floating around. And so we even have Europeans or people that are non-melanated using this terminology. So it's not specific basically to any one culture. So let's listen. When you meet a high value man with excellent charm and charisma, let's listen.
Dimitri. Sorry I had to leave such a rushed message with you when we met the other day. I just want to quickly give you my phone number, and I had to get the heck out of the area. In any event, I figure I better leave you a more detailed message and explain why I approached you. I am single. I have no trouble meeting women. I mean, women approach me 6-7 times a day.
So I'm going to have to keep stopping, but clearly Dimitri met her somewhere, and for him to be leaving a voice message, she gave him her number, right? Sometimes women give the number because they're afraid, or they just want to get rid of the guy, or they kind of like the guy and they want to see where it's going, whatever the case may be. In this case, she gives him the number and he follows up, right? He's pitching. He's doing his elevator pitch right now. Maybe I'm in my business bag and that's why I'm looking at it from that perspective, but let's continue to listen. He's going to tell you why let me go back. This is funny.
Phone number, and I had to get the heck out of the area. In any event, I figure I better leave you a more detailed message and explain why I approached you. I am single. I have no trouble meeting women. I mean, women approach me 6-7 times a day.
Dimitri's over here doing his elevator pitch. He's like, yo, this is my status. You know them TikTok, where am I from? This is what I do. Dimitri's over here giving his status like, look, I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. I approached you, and this is why. Some people, we're listening to what some people saying, but he's being very direct. I suppose this is what he teaches people to do, and this is what he's practicing. He's very direct and to the point.
I'm very particular about what I like. You're extremely elegant. I couldn't take my eyes off of you, and your friends were very jealous. Even if they say they weren't, they were envious of the fact that I approached you, and I was very.
So Dimitri's throwing shade automatically. Division between the friends. He's the prize, True Diamond. He's division between the friends. I'm letting you know off the bat. So again, we missing a whole part of this conversation, which, for the context of it, we would have to just surmise based on what Dimitri's saying. But he's doing this in a crowd. He approaches her in a crowd. He sees us across a crowded room. He grabs her by the hand, and tells her friends, "Excuse me for a minute." We don't know, but based on what he's saying, that's what it sounds like to me. Now, this lady in the picture, she is not the woman. She just resurfaced this voicemail.
Very taken by you. Elegant women are very rare. I'm Greek, and I'm very particular about what I like. So I'm giving you an opportunity here. I don't know if you picked.
Yo, Greek Yogurt said he's giving her an opportunity. Like, this is for your benefit, Ma. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna keep it light today. Dimitri's like, what are you doing? You gotta know what it is. First of all, I got foreign flavor. You understand what I'm saying? And I gave you the time of day. I made you hot. And I'm just letting you know that there's an opportunity here. You might not want to miss it. He sounds like a YouTube infomercial.
Up the messages on the weekend, but I'm working on a movie script, so I'm pretty much around all weekend doing that.
He casually throws in that I'm about that life. I'm in my bag, right? Dimitri is hilarious. He's like, yo, I'm out here moving and shaking, man. I'm working on a movie script. I took the time out of my day to come to check you. So you got to know that this is something special. Now let's listen.
My number 416-918-4. This looks like a landline, and if it is, you may not get the message till Monday. But when you do, call me, and then we'll get together for coffee and chat and let the romance begin. You look very taken aback by my approach, and I hope that isn't timidness. I hope it was just a little bit of shock at being approached so directly, because I don't.
That's what KS tells them to do. Let them know what time of day it is. Dimitri's not wasting no time. He's not wasting no time. He let you know what it is, what he's here for, what he's interested in. And as you heard what the man said, let the romance begin. You understand? But the lady who's listening to it, I think I'll get into that later. Let me see what time it is, 6:01. All right, let's keep listening.
I don't really date timid women because I'm a very direct, very passionate, very assertive man. And I want a woman who's very independent and strong. So anyway, we'll talk about that. But I just wanted to formally introduce myself. Now I have. I leave the ball in your court. You call me as soon as you have the courage to. Okay, Olga?
Now, the name of the girl is Olga because he just said it. But Dimitri's throwing a little bit of shade. He's like, yo, you may be timid. And if you are, that's not my thing. Although I think you're the reason why I came over here. But if you're timid, I don't really like that because I'm direct. So I need you to be direct. Right. So he threw a little bit of shade. Like he called her bluff or he was calling chicken. Playing a game of chicken, like, are you gonna woman up to return my phone call? So he stabbed her a little bit in the end of that conversation. And then, but he calls again. That wasn't enough. Dimitri left. He's a single man who can't keep a woman and cries alone in the dark. Truth.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street. I left you a message several days ago.
Yo, Dimitri is he's a salesman because this is the follow up. This is the follow up. You can't just put the initial call in. It's like today when I went back to the health food store and I was like, yo, I came by here last week. Lady was like, I kind of remember you. I was like, yeah, I was pitching to put the syrups in the store. And what I could appreciate about Dimitri, and this is what I'm learning, is just how direct he is. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I have, and this is what I'm looking for you to do. Can you do that? Right? So he followed up. His follow-up game is strong. He was like, look, man, I called you last week. And this is me again, and I'm following up. I'm touching base. He's a salesperson. He is a salesperson. Let's go.
Said you were interested. Now, here's the way I work. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive. But
No, Dimitri said, I'm doing you a favor, ma. I can't be out here leaving 2 voicemails in a row and you don't hit me back. You understand? He's shooting his shot. Exactly. Why y'all mad? It is funny. But to see some of these reactions, he is shooting his shot. His shot. He's not playing no games. He's not rolling around in the dark singing, I wish I never met her. He's like, listen, if it's gonna be what it is, I'm gonna put it all on the table.
I don't play that game. I know your friends tell you not to return calls. You're playing games like you see in stupid TV shows. So here's how it's going to work.
He's a bit pushy, though. He's one of them salespeople that be like, you want to sign on the line or not? You know what I mean? He said, your friends are the ones. So he already demonized the friends. So even though he's very direct and shooting his shot, it appears that Dimitri is a bit controlling because already he's putting a wedge between the friends. He's letting her know she's the chosen one. Friends are jealous, right? Some women may fall for this, like, yeah, he's also telling her that the friends are jealous. What did he just say just now? Let me rewind what he just said. Oh, he don't play that game. He needs her to be direct. And what else?
That game. I know your friends tell you not to return calls. You're playing games like you see in stupid TV shows. So
and assume that she watches stupid TV shows. Never mind that Dimitri is a relationship coach who's playing games to a certain degree with other people to get them to do what you want. But he's mad if you listen to other people playing games. But Dimitri ain't playing no games.
What's going to work? It is now 4:30 on Wednesday. Now I'll assume that you've already left work.
Father help me. So Dimitri meets this girl on the road one time. He over here charting her whole life. Homie said, I'm assuming. This guy is hilarious, fam. Sip on your expired grape juice. You hear me? He said, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you ain't even at work. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you don't hit me back, it's about to be a problem. Dimitri from the Greek Galapagos Islands. What is really good?
People leave early, and I'll grant you that. But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, I'm no longer interested.
And Father help me. Yo, Dimitri is the dude from the Publishers Clearinghouse, fam. He is the... Yo, you know when them credit card offers expired? Like, I just got one in the mail. Like, you got till May the 15th to answer me. If not, this rate no longer applies. Dimitri said, look, ma, this joint shall self-destruct. If you don't hit me back, it's a no-go. India says, so here's how it's going to work. Yo, Dimitri think he's the manager at the clearinghouse. What are we doing? This joint is funny. I think Fridays is going to just be my wind down funny days. This joint is hilarious. Oh, my goodness.
And erase my number. I don't play games like that. I'm completely single.
Yo, he said erase my number. He's in his feelings because the first, yo, you was the chosen one. You know what I mean? Like, I got the knife. The golden child. Y'all remember that? I'm sorry, Golden Child, when Eddie Murphy had on the big jacket and he had to go to get the knife, remember? Anyway, he was like, yo, if you don't answer me, just erase my number. You're playing games. Anything could have happened to this woman. Her cat could have died. She could have went on a family vacation. He don't know, but he's in his feelings because the ego is high and somebody told him he was the pick of the litter and she should be biting at the bit.
I'm very intelligent. I'm great in bed. I make great money. Believe it or not, I'm a complete catch. I've only been single 4 months. I had a long-distance relationship. Went a year. It's very tough to maintain it like that, and it didn't work out. There's nothing wrong.
So I'm going to play it straight now. I'm not going to comment. Dimitri said, listen, he sounds like KS to me, the Euro Greek version. He said, look, I'm a high value man. I got money. I'm out here on video shoots. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with me. And why aren't you answering my call? Let's play it all the way from the beginning for those who just joined us without my commentary. This joint is funny.
Yeah, hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri. Sorry I had to leave such a rushed message with you when we met the other day. I just want to quickly give you my phone number, and I had to get the heck out of the area. In any event, I figure I better leave you a more detailed message and explain why I approached you. I am single. I have no trouble meeting women. I mean, women approach me 6, 7 times a day, but I'm very particular about what I like. You're extremely elegant. I couldn't take my eyes off of you, and your friends were very jealous. Even if they say they weren't, they were envious of the fact that I approached you, and I was very taken by you. Elegant women are very rare. I'm Greek, and I'm very particular about what I like. So I'm giving you an opportunity here. I don't know if you pick up the messages on the weekend, but I'm working on a movie script, so I'm pretty much around all weekend doing that. I left you my number, 416-918-4. This looks like a landline, and if it is, you may not get the message till Monday. But when you do, call me, and then we'll get together for coffee and chat and let the romance begin. You look very taken aback by my approach, and I hope that isn't timidness. I hope it was just a little bit of shock at being approached so directly, because I don't really date timid women, because I'm a very direct, very passionate, very assertive man, and I want a woman who's very independent and strong. So anyway, we'll talk about that, but I just wanted to formally introduce myself. Now I have. I leave the ball in your court. You call me as soon as you have the courage to. Okay, Olga? Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street. I left you a message several days ago. You said you were interested. Now, here's the way I work. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive. But, I don't play that game. I know your friends tell you not to return calls. You're playing games like you see on stupid TV shows. So here's how it's going to work. It is now 4:30 on Wednesday. Now, I'll assume that you've already left work, because, some people leave early, and I'll grant you that. But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, I'm no longer interested, and you can erase my number. I don't play games like that. I'm completely single. I'm very intelligent. I'm great in bed. I make great money. Believe it or not, I'm a complete catch. I've only been single 4 months. I had a long distance relationship. It went a year. It's very tough to maintain it like that, and it didn't work out. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri. Sorry I had to leave such a rushed message with you when we.
Yeah, so that's the if he noted, and again, we're talking about red flags. Sometimes we're like, oh, we can't see it. Maybe Olga saw it. But if he noted that it's a weekend and there's a possibility that she gave him a landline and he calls a few days later, wouldn't that stand to reason that she probably didn't get the message? Then, like you said, India said it's giving Norman Bates vibes. Hey, listen, how is the man who met this random stranger on the street like making up all of these thoughts about where she should be and what time she should have left work? They didn't even have a date. They didn't eat a piece of bread together. He telling her what time in his estimation she should have left work, when she should have returned, how she should erase his number if she doesn't comply. This is the type of person who's going to swoop in. He doesn't like your hair color. He doesn't like your fingernails. He doesn't like. This is the type of person who, as we're saying, these are the red flags that could either be confidence or could be this overly possessive, controlling vibration, right? That in the beginning, it may be like, ooh, if the person wants somebody to direct them in that way, it sounds like a good thing. But as you go along, you can just because she didn't answer him for a few times, you could see where he would go with this. If she would have answered him right away, maybe she wouldn't have had the opportunity to see who this dude really is. But there's some people who are, oh wait, there's Dimitri part two. Wait. There's Dimitri part two. I did not listen to part two. So you guys, we're gonna listen to it together. Hold on. This is Dimitri part two. Hold on.
About a voice note left by Dimitri the Lover, aka Dimitri the Stud, also known as James Sears. This was huge back in the 2008. So I didn't know how many people did not know about him. And obviously I'm not Olga. But unfortunately, this is a real man. And this man is called...
Wait.
Ta-da! James Sears. I'll preface this with I don't actually know that much about him. I've just searched Google. Anyway, I'll let you pause and read where he is today.
It says Dimitri. Remember Dimitri, the lover? He's off to jail for delivering anti-Semitic newspapers to the homes of Holocaust victims. I'm done. Okay, so this is the woman. Wait till the end of the video. Let's see what happens at the end.
Dimitri, the lover, off to jail for delivering anti-Semitic newspapers to the homes of Holocaust survivors. I mean, I was surprised. So this wonderful man used to teach other men how to get women. He would leave posters like this.
Okay, so Dimitri looked like he was in Toronto. I don't want to laugh because this may be KS's fate right here, okay? There's more. So the Bible tells us that there's nothing new under the sun. Solomon said in the book of Ecclesiastes, there's nothing new under the sun. Dimitri used to leave posters that said, learn to seduce women now. Hold on, Toronto, real men. What did it say? Let me let you guys see this thing real quick. Hold on, let me take Father help us. Wait, here it is. Let me make it bigger. Dimitri used to leave posters that said, learn to seduce women now. Canada's greatest lover and seducer, Dimitri the Lover, teaches horny men how to find, at least he was honest and forefront, right? He called them what they were. And what is this? And seduce hot and desperate. Oh, wow. And answer all questions about dating. No wonder Dimitri was mad. He was like, you're not going to stand me up like this, lady.
Learn to seduce women now. How's it going in jail? I mean, this article goes on to say he founded Toronto Real Men, an organization that teaches courses titled stuff like Worship the God. And yes, these are the voicemails that you can listen to on YouTube where I got it from. Poor Olga, I wonder where she is. I hope you're okay.
The difference is the other pickup artists aren't even getting to the point of getting the woman in bed. That's a bunch of bullshit. Most of them cannot prove that they're able to do it. I had a journalist following me around. In 35 minutes, I got 5 phone numbers. I can get numbers. That's not a problem. I can get women into bed. Most of these guys can't.
Okay, so we have
Before there was KS, there was Dimitri. Before there was KS, there was Dimitri. This is a crazy story, yo. I'm sorry, y'all. This is funny. India says it's a scary campfire. But listen, this goes to show oftentimes, as I said, this is not about color. A lot of people, some stuff is about color. Some stuff is human nature. It doesn't matter what color you are, where you're from. You feel me? As we see, KS is he comes after Dimitri. But let's listen to some of what the brothers have to say. I didn't listen to this particular one, but it's short. So, let's see what they have to say about seeing this Dimitri video. Yo, Dimitri got vexed. Dimitri said, yo, lady, you don't see I'm giving you a chance? It's the same advice that women are getting today. Like, you should be glad that I'm giving you whatever I feel like giving you. And that's not going to lead to anything healthy. But let's listen to, oh man, I should take the picture off because you know how YouTube are. Let me see if it's monetized. Because if it's monetized, I'm not really in the mood for all of this extra stuff. Hold on 1 second. As a matter of fact, let's see. Hold on. Pause. Pause, everybody. Oh, Father, help us. Let me put this back. Let me run a commercial and I'll be right back. Right back. Here we go. All right, I'm back. So we have that Sweet 16 sale going on, 16% off your order of syrups. We have Jamaican sorrel because you're done already. Then we have passion fruit infused. All of these are infused. And we also have blackberry lemonade. So blackberry lemonade, Jamaican sorrel, and tropical passion, which is infused with lemon, passion, and pineapple. The joint is lit. Let me just tell you. All right. I can go into all the things you can do with it, but for the sake of time right now, we are going to finish this Dimitri conversation. Let's jump over to some of the responses. I heard one response, and they were like laughing at him because he was rejected. And here's the thing: as I'm learning even more, getting into the sales space, you have to be willing to be rejected. If you any salesperson, any creator, any artist, any person who has something that they're going to offer in a certain capacity, laughing at somebody because they're rejected shows that you don't really understand what it takes to put yourself out there. There are going to be people who reject you. In the case of the man, it's the woman who rejects him on a constant basis. But he has to sell himself in a certain way. We see it in the animal kingdom. What do you have to offer? What are you coming with? Right? Why should I believe you? Oftentimes the man will be, I'm strong. Look at my muscles. Look at my bank account. Look at, this is what high value is. Showing what you have to offer for the woman to determine whether or not she should comply or whether or not she should get down with your program. This is why we see Dimitri running his resume off. What is going to attract you? I don't know what is going to attract you, so I'm going to throw everything at the wall and see whether or not it sticks. We have so many people who are just coming in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the Dimitri. No. As a matter of fact, what time is it? 6:21. We're gonna keep going straight. Y'all gonna have to listen to the Dimitri video in a minute, but we're gonna keep going straight. Let me know if you can hear this. This is. I'm not feeling like getting no strike. I keep getting strikes from YouTube. Let's just play the Dimitri video straight. TikTok ain't giving no strikes. So let me go back. I'm sorry. I feel a bit indecisive today, but when I go to my mailbox, it is what it is.
Dimitri. Sorry.
So let's listen to it. Let me share the screen. Sometimes YouTube has become they have just done the most in recent times. Like, you have a copyright strike. I got a copyright strike from a song that was only played for 7 seconds. I'm like, what? Not strike. You get like flagged or whatever. So let's listen to him again.
Such a rushed message with you when we met the other day. I just want to quickly give you my phone number, and I had to get the heck out of the area. In any event, I figure I better leave you a more detailed message and explain why I approached you. I am single. I have no trouble meeting women. I mean, women approach me 6-7 times a day. But I'm very particular about what I like. You're extremely elegant. I couldn't take my eyes off of you, and your friends were very jealous. Even if they say they weren't, they were envious of the fact that I approached you, and I was very capable.
So question, so that we can move this conversation along. If someone approached you, if you're a female, and a man approached you in this way, would you respect what he's saying? Because sometimes you don't know what the person wants. You don't know what their intention is. Whether the person wants a relationship, whether they want to jump off, whether they want a side chick. And the fact that before he gets a little psycho, right, a little concerning, the fact that he's so direct in the beginning, is this something that would make you ignore him, run away? Or is this something that would say, I got to give you credit? You know what I mean? You said what you wanted, and it's up to me now to say, I don't want. A lot of times people get into relationships and they go all the way down the lane, not realizing that they're on 2 different pages. You understand what I'm saying? Who's that? Hold on 1 second. Pause. Not realizing that they're on 2 different pages. So can you fault the person for just coming straight out and saying this is what their intentions are, or this is what they're looking for? I don't know. I guess we live in a very fabricated reality in existence that people would want to play games, and people who are more forthcoming seems a bit rude, or they remove the mystery from the conversation. But for me, I like people to spit it out, especially when my children come to me. I'll be like, yo, what is it that you want, fam? Like all of that other, I guess it depends on your energy too. I just need to know what you want so I could determine whether or not um, I could do it or if I can't do it. I don't like the whole extracurricular stuff, like all the fluff. Some people do. Some people need to be fluffed up and buttered up on two sides. Come on, let's go. Get your shirt and get ready. Hmm? I need to put something. Hold on one second. Yes, sorry about that. That's my daughter. Shira said, I hope she ran. Yeah. Some people need buttering up. Some people like it straight, no chaser, right? She says that man is crazy. I hope she ran. I mean, as we see as time went on, we realized he was crazy. But in the beginning, how about we have a conversation first before we start planning? All right, let's keep listening. Let's keep listening. Oh wait, wrong one. Hold on. We have to escort a little one here. Pull it up, babe.
Taken by you. Elegant women are very rare. I'm Greek, and I'm very particular about what I like. So I'm giving you an opportunity here. I don't know if you pick up the messages on the weekend, but I'm working on a movie script, so I'm pretty much around all weekend doing that. I left you my number, 416-918-4. This looks like a landline, and if it is, you may not get the message till Monday, but when you do...
Some people may say Dimitri is very observant. He's taken into consideration the time, the day. He's even surmising he may work for back in the day AT&T or somebody, Bell South or somebody, because he was like, based on the data, you could tell it was back in the day because landlines are not really a big thing today. Back in the day when cell phones started coming in, everybody still had landlines. He sounds shallow. Everybody still had landlines back in the day. Now, barely anybody has landlines. All of the landlines have been voice over IP, and now people just run around with cell phones. So you could tell that this wasn't as recent because people get everything instantly. Back in the day, you had to leave a message at the sound of the beep. You know what I mean? And so for that, you can see that it's dated. But let's continue.
Do call me, and then we'll get together for coffee and chat and let the romance begin.
But Dimitri made a whole date. I'm listening to it a second time. Not only did he tell her that possibly you away for the weekend, he made a whole date. He didn't even ask her to go on the date. He was like, yeah, we could get together and chat about romance over coffee. Like he's just calling all the shots. I guess in the thought process, you be assertive and then she just follows. You don't give her an opportunity to say yes, no, or maybe. You assert yourself because he's a dating coach. He tells you how to get the front, right? And so you don't wait for her. He's practicing what he preaches. Can we give Dimitri some credit for practicing what he preaches? If a woman enters with this man, you will call me. Yeah, look into my eyes. You will call me, girl. Yeah, he's telling her everything, like when you're gonna meet me, when you should call me back. But again, oftentimes people don't see red flags till you get into the relationship. We don't know what actually happened, but we do know Olga leaked the voicemails. Shout out to Olga.
I was very taken aback by my approach, and I hope that isn't timidness. I hope it was just a little bit of shock at being approached so directly. Because I don't really date timid women because I'm a very direct, very passionate, very assertive man. And
I mean, even low key, which is not low key, is high key. He's telling her how to feel. He's telling her, I hope that emotion, he's projecting onto her. If you were feeling an emotion, I'm going to tell you which emotion I favor. I hope it wasn't timidness because I don't favor timidness. I just hope that that you were taken aback by my directness. You know what I'm saying? He's even telling her what emotion to feel. She didn't even say yes yet. All she did was give dude the number, and he's in here rearranging her whole life. India said nope, he ain't getting no credit for practicing what he preached because he preaches. I tried, Dimitri. I tried.
Want a woman who's very independent and strong. So anyway, we'll talk about that. But I just wanted to formally introduce myself.
And then he dismissed it like he running a corporation. Like, that's no big deal. That's something that we can work on. You know what I mean? We'll talk about that later. Again, I favor you not being timid because I don't like timid. You know, this is what he's saying. And I hope you were just taken aback. But don't worry, that's a little small detail I'll iron out later after I harass you about this dude is going to be trouble. That's a fact. But let's continue.
Now I have. I leave the ball in your court. You call me as soon as you have the courage to. Okay, Olga? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, don't be a punk, Olga. Don't be a punk. As soon as you have the courage, as soon as you woman enough to holler back at Dimitri, he will be there with open arms.
Hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street.
Can you imagine? Dimitri was probably like pacing in his boxers with his button-down shirt on and his penny loafers. Like, yo, Olga didn't call me back. This always works. I got like 50 biddies in my email and on my phone line. And people say, oh, you know, he was this. Sometimes the person who presents the problem or who doesn't respond to the program that you set is the challenge. So people are like, oh, why is he keep calling Olga? Because Olga is presenting a challenge. She is messing with his protocol. She messing with his outline. Like, this is not how it's supposed to go. It's a kink in the programming. I got to go back and holler at Olga because homie is not responding. I love bombed her and everything. This is what Dimitri, I'm presenting in my mind. Like, this is what Dimitri, the love guru, is saying. And she's not responding. Yeah, he's confused because he wants to control her life, but at the same time wants her to be independent and strong. It's true. He's like, I like him strong, but I like to tell him what to think. Have we seen this in recent times? I'm just saying. Are we seeing Dimitri in the present day YouTubian universe of all things red pill? Is Dimitri present? Question. Let's go.
Your message several days ago. You said you were interested. Now
Wait, does he sound like he's reprimanding her? Like, I sent you a message several days ago, and you said, putting the responsibility back on Olga, that you were interested. Essentially, why aren't you responding to me? It's like somebody told you, yeah, call me back on Tuesday, and you call them back on Tuesday, and they don't answer the phone. Right? That means they really wasn't interested. You made them feel a kind of way. You overpowered them in the moment. So they conceded, but now when they had an opportunity to think, they don't want to get down with the programming. Dimitri?
The way I work. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive. But, you know.
Dimitri said, you're making me break protocol, man. You're making me break protocol. I don't work like this. I don't be giving random women, this is what Dimitri's saying, second chances. And here you got me, you know, looking like a sucker out here in these streets. Like they would say, the men say, you got Dimitri acting simping. Dimitri's out here simping because Olga is not hitting him back. Yeah, he is talking to her like he's her child. She is his child.
I don't play that game. I know your friends tell you not to return calls. You're playing games like you see on stupid TV shows. So here's how it's going to work.
He a little bit abusive. You know who Dimitri remind me of? Yeah, probably. I don't know if y'all watch 90 Day Fiance, but there was one before the 90 days. Was it before the 90 days? The guy on paper, he looked good. He was a lawyer. And the young girl, she had just divorced. She was like Mexican or something. I forgot their name, so please. But he was all nice on paper. But as soon as he got pissed off, he started talking to her just like Dimitri. And she was like, whoa, what kind of conversation is this? That if I remember their name, then I'll talk about it. But that's who Dimitri reminds me of. Like, if you push him a little bit, you're going to see who he really is.
It is now 4:30 on Wednesday. Now, I'll assume that you've already left work.
Yo, why he pronounced all the letters in assume? I'll assume he pronounced every single letter. Father, help me.
Because, some people leave early, and I'll grant you that. But if I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, I'm no longer interested, and you can erase my number. I don't play games like that. I'm completely single. I'm very intelligent. I'm great in bed. I make great money. Believe it or not, I'm a complete catch. I've only been single 4 months. I had a long distance relationship. Went a year. It's very tough to maintain it like that, and it didn't work out. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, hi there, Olga. It's Dimitri.
Yo, Dimitri say I am a catch. Olga, what? Why you didn't talk to Dimitri, Olga? Why? Why? He was respectful. He has all of the qualifications. It's the resume. His resume was everything. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I'm not gonna stay long. I just wanted to keep it lighthearted. She dissed him in his mind. Again, maybe who knows what happened. But just for the simple fact that some people can't take rejection, men and women, and they react in different ways. This is just something for us to uh, keep in mind as we move through and have these conversations. It's a different world these days. People take rejection in different ways. This is them coming out of their comfort zone, asserting themselves, and shooting their shot, right? And some people don't like no, and they react in very weird ways. So let me know your thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and check on my roasted peppers and tomatoes because I'm about to make roasted pepper and tomato soup. You don't know already. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is Amuna. Okay, we trying to push it up now. I've been lackadaisical on the subscriber count. So subscribe, like, share. I'm gonna run this video. We'll see you again next time. All right, everybody have a blessed day.